Welcome guys to another session of Honest Talk About Women, where you'll learn tips, tricks and strategies on how to navigate the minefields of dating and relationships. Don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and also comment in the comment section. It all helps with the YouTube algorithm. If you have a story you want to share with viewers, please contact me on my email address listed below. Today's topic is actually on comedy. So it's my first comedy video, and do provide feedback on what sort of style you connect with, or what do you prefer, or if you like it or not. So today's story is about Johnny, who has been on a Tinder dating app for about 12 months, and he's had no success. He's a little bit green behind the ears, and he's desperate to go on a date and possibly get a home run with a woman. So after 12 months of trying, he finally finds a woman. She's quite curvy, and she has 4 furry children. Johnny's a little bit naive, not too familiar with the terminology on dating apps, but decides to go on a date. Works out quite well. The lady asks Johnny back to his house, and as he goes into the house, she has a lot of rocks and earthly sort of features, and there's scents going, and there's candles going, and she explains that she's into energy forces, and also that she has 4 furry animals, being 4 cats, and that everything she does, she involves the cats because she wants a totally holistic approach to it. So Johnny's a bit unfamiliar with this, but he likes to play along with it, keeps saying yes, yes, so he can get his home run. And eventually they get a little bit intimate, and they want to progress to the bedroom, so they move into the bedroom, and they're under the sheets naked, and they've both got their hands above the sheets, and they're kissing each other. And Johnny is quite keen to get a home run, but there's a furry animal in the bed between him and his woman. So he doesn't want to put his hands down, so he uses his 𝗔𝗯ance to move the cat over so he can insert, and big surprise to him, the cat bites his dick, and he lets out a huge painful yelp and said, "What the fuck was that?" And he pulled the sheets back, and the cat, smiling away, looking at him, big smirk on her face, and he's got a bleeding dick. So he runs into the bathroom, gets a cloth and puts it around his dick to stop the blood coming out. He decides to go to the accident and emergency department, and tells his girlfriend that he's off to the A&E to get his dick looked at. So he's driving to the hospital, one hand on the steering wheel, one hand down below, holding the cloth around his dick. And he gets into the hospital, and it's a Friday night, and there's a lot of drunks there, people beaten up, all sorts of issues going on. So he has to wait, and another problem, there's a national crisis of lack of doctors, so it's a very slow moving queue. And eventually he gets to the top of the queue, and he goes into the room, and a black doctor comes in and sees him and asks to see his dick. And Johnny says, "I've been bitten by a cat on my dick." And the doctor looks at his dick and says, the cat made quite a bit of a mark there, but fortunately we don't have to stitch it. We can actually apply some cream and put some band-aids over it, and give you a tetanus injection in case the cat was infected with something, and you should be all good to go, but no sex for 6 months. So Johnny, very disappointed, goes, "It is what it is, let's get it done, and I want to get out of here." And the doctor said, "Just before you go, we need you to fill out a form. Any person that comes in here that's a victim of assault needs to fill out a form, and the appropriate authorities need to be informed." So Johnny fills out the form, explaining what happened, and as he's about to leave, the doctor said, "Don't be surprised if you get a visit very soon from the appropriate authorities." So as he drives back to his girlfriend's house, he parks his car out on the street, and he walks in, and there's a van halfway up the driveway, and on the van it has the Animal Welfare Agency. And this is a huge, big government department that employs about 250 bureaucrats, and they have about 125 vans that go around looking for cruelty activities with animals. And there's these two ladies from the government department. One's got bright dyed red hair, and the other one has dyed blue hair. And they have earrings in their noses. And they start to question Johnny about the incident. And it started off quite normal. What sort of breed of the cat? What time of the day? Did it happen at this place? Was the cat vaccinated? And then it starts to get into quite stonier questions, and the animal welfare officers start to ask, do you believe yourself as part of the patriarchy? And Johnny, not knowing what that word means, said, I don't understand your line of questioning. And one of the ladies, the lady with the blue hair, said, well, let's put it in simple terms, Johnny. Did you undertake bestiality with a cat? And Johnny, completely blown away by that statement, said, look, I am the victim here. I'm not the perpetrator. Why don't you ask the cat that? So, but as he was saying that, another two cars arrived on the driveway. And out of the car came a couple of journalists from the local tabloids. And they said, we're after the guy that got bitten by, whose dick got bitten by a cat. Are you the guy? Let's talk. We want to make a story. And Johnny, completely blown away by all the commotion, decides to get in, run back down the driveway into his car and just takes off. It was just too much for him. Couldn't handle it. So the next day in the tabloids, there was a front page headline, man's dick bitten by cat. And Johnny, very humiliated, thought it was just blown out of all proportion. But what he learnt from the exercise was never to get into bed again with more than one pussy.